Welcome everyone. This one is Pacific Rim, Race 1, 3rd of May 2020. We are watching on my point of view, and these one are the best team in the Pacific. So we have Empower and Sean Bond that are going to fight for the east part, and you can see start giving him a penalty with map to the map, and we are going to start, and we're going to attack as soon as we started. So we have Clack in first position, second position for Mangina, third position for me, fourth position for Sean Bond. As you can see, there is a left wind shift right now, and all the boats obviously are going to the right because we all know how to play. So, but the wind is still rotating to the right, so let's see if the boat on the right can have an advantage. Also, we have Alessandro Merlino, the really strong champion, coming in this race. As you can see, the left shift is going to stop, and we are going to do attack to close on the rest of the fleet. As you can see, no help for me, not even the start, not even the best VMG, not even the wind help. So we are here going to try to give some trouble to Mangina, and because already Sean Bond was giving him some trouble, Clack was giving him some trouble, so I'm going to cross, pass in front of Anzei Salesman and just behind Sean Bond. So we are here fighting for the top 3 position, even if all the top 10 boats are in a really small amount of distance between each other. Here is the strongest team. As you can see, there is a huge huge number of boats on the left and only few boats on the right. The few boats on the right are trying to get the position. As you can see, there is Karsiyaka over there, the Turkish team, but with this left wind shift there will be no room for them to improve their position. As you can see, we have 16 degrees of left wind shift, so that's definitely too much. But is going to the right a little bit. So as we approach the ley line, we're going to tack and keep the position over New Zealand Salesman, and just behind Sean Bond, the Japanese champion. As you can see, nobody is hoisting the spinnaker because there is 8 degrees left, and only Sean Bond is hoisting it just after he passed the mark. As you can see, he is gaining a little bit on us just because he has the best VMG, so he is more confident on how he's driving and how he's going downwind, rather than we are going in a worse way. So Sean Bond going to round the left mark. Everybody will probably going to round the same mark, but we are probably going to tuck as soon as we round the mark, so we can split with Sean Bond and try to sneak up on him. A lot of boats are running both the marks, and there's only a few penalties to Mangina and Tacitus. And is me, Sean Bond, me, Clack, and New Zealand Salesman in the top 4th position. Sean Bond is continuing on his portboard side. Rather than we went on starboard and we go on the left hand side of the racing area to cover Clack. That can be a trouble for the next downwind leg. But in this moment we are covering him, we are going much faster than him. As you can see, he is going away from the page, so he's definitely losing momentum at the moment. And we have Sean Bond in first position, then there is us, and then there will be a fight between the Clack and New Zealand Salesman. We hope with this tack closing on New Zealand Salesman, on Clack, New Zealand Salesman will be able to recover over him and get this position. I'm probably going to doing a better way to follow Sean Bond, even if on the right hand side of the racing area, so on our left of the screen, there is a little bit more wind. When I saw it and I'm going to jibe, I will be the first one to go over that direction. At the moment, I'm not sure if I'm being covered or not, but definitely Sean Bond is gaining a little bit over me, probably because of the traffic. There is a lot of boats behind me. Sean Bond in first position. We are keeping the second position. A really good race for us. We have Clack, the Danish team, in a third position. New Zealand salesman, and then we have a Carsiaca that after a bad start he recovered a lot during this race and is 5th position, and we can see easily that Sean Bond is going to win easily the first race of this Pacific Rim on the 3rd of May 2020. We are closing in 2nd position. In 3rd position will be Clark, that is fighting against New Zealand salesman, but we are closing in 2nd. There is no problem for us, and we have Clark finishing 3rd and New Zealand salesman closing in 4th position with Carsiaca in 5th position. Really an amazing race so far. Tacitus and Black Cat are following in the last part of the race. So as you can see here we have the result: Sean Bond, Alberto Carraro, Clark, New Zealand salesman, Carsiaca, Black Cat, Tacitus, Alessandro Merlino, and Power Mangina, and the map.